Hello and welcome to another slightly delayed Arkeys video and to a new Daily Race A on Gran Turismo 7. And this isn't really a new race because we had this exact combo a while back. So we are back in the Tesla Model S at Lago Maggiore, West End, and we are on the sports soft tires. I wasn't able to join the racing until around race number 5, so I missed out on that very first and usually very chaotic race of the week. But luckily for all of us, Chicken Angel has allowed me to use the footage from the first race, so we are all going to watch that first race from Chicken Angel's point of view, and that is going to be the bonus race of this video. Definitely stay on board for that one. And if you are enjoying the content, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. It is highly appreciated. Now let's jump into my own first race. So as mentioned, this is around race number 5. I think we've got some familiar faces. Chicken Angel is still on board. We've got Cheesy, who forgot about the false start check, so we immediately got a position from there. And now we are in the middle of the eerie silence of the Tesla. I am immediately getting pushed a bit wide on this corner, someone just barging their way through, and we just try to keep it cool. They are on the grass now anyway, so we stay alive. Now we're coming down the hill. I might be braking way too early for this one, but you definitely need to brake early to make it around this corner, because this is a heavy car and not the best brakes. Now we are just trying to survive. We are getting bumped multiple times. Now we are coming down towards the banked corner, and I am getting a weird flashback because the recent time trial was also in an electric car on Lago Maggiore, so we've definitely been here before. Now we are going to jump ahead to the hairpin on lap 2, and you can watch ahead as Chicken Angel is pulling off a beautiful switcheroo on PG Motorsport, a driver I haven't seen in a while, but we carry on. Now we are coming down towards the banky corner. There was a bit of contact, and now I'm going for a brave slash silly move, really aiming for the inside. I managed to get the car stopped. It is getting tight. Unfortunately, I did give Chicken Angel a bump on the exit. Now I am trying to just give them the inside, but this is a heavy car, and while doing that I am running completely wide. We've got PG Motorsport coming back through. We've got another German driver going rather slow. Maybe they were in the wall, and the Czech driver goes through as well. So I am just going backwards again now. However, Chicken Angel and PG Motorsport went rather wide there, and Chicken Angel seems to get reset, and as you're about to see, so does PG Motorsport. So they got transported back in time. That was unlucky for both of them. Meanwhile, we are staying with the drivers ahead of me. They are fighting each other really hard, so they are also ending up going rather slow, and I am getting a bit caught behind them. And now you will see that we are all just getting swallowed up by not just one but 2 drivers who are flying past because we were going so slow through these sectors. Now we've got a lot of contact going on ahead of me. One of the German drivers is getting pushed wide. I don't think they are going to be too happy about that. I'm trying to survive on the outside here, trying to be careful. I will brake really early coming into this corner because I want to stay towards the left hand side so I can get a good angle and get the car turned and try to exit as straight as possible. I basically fail a bit to do that. You could hear I got plenty of wheel spin, and that is what you want to avoid. Still a lot of contact with that German driver, and now you can see it looks like they basically went for an attack attempt on the other German driver, but ended up in the gravel instead. So we are in P7. We are also going to jump ahead in this one. I am getting close to P5 once again. Now we're coming into the bank corner. I am braking early. I don't want to get the nose of my car cut off, so we try to get a good exit, and we do get a good exit, but nowhere really to go, and going side by side through these corners is not going to really work. I mess up my line completely. I make contact with the German driver. I back out of that one. I'm not going to take positions like that. So we are jumping towards the end of the race, and now I make a really stupid mistake. I completely ignore the yellow flag coming up the hill. I was so happy I got a good run on that driver, and I get my well-deserved 3-second penalty, I also mess up the line and end up in the wall by the end of the race. So that was a clumsy start of the week for me. We are trying to set some sort of qualifying time and we jump in again. We've still got Chicken Angel racing with us, and Nath is in as well. Now we are just hoping to survive the first couple of corners and see if we can stick with the drivers in front. I can see the rear view mirror is just filling up with the Teslas, and now we're coming down the hill. I know this is going to be a crucial moment. You need to brake early, but I am sort of expecting that drivers behind me might not brake early, and sure enough, the French driver in the red Tesla is just going to send it, just squeeze their way through. And now we are going side by side down towards the banked corner, and I am on the outside. I have to leave some room on the inside, and I hope they will leave room on the outside, but no, how could I be so naive? And now I am being a bit annoyed because I just got pushed into the gravel trap down to almost a standstill. Now I am gaining on the French driver, and I just got too eager to try to catch up as they were running wide, so I ended up running wide myself, and that just left me vulnerable for some other cars overtaking me. One of them had a penalty, but I've still got a car on my inside getting a slight tap from behind there, and once again, a bit of contact on the exit, losing another position. We are going to jump ahead in this one. P4 was really hard on the brakes there, caught me by surprise. You need to brake, of course, but I still got caught out and had to back out of that one. And now we are coming down towards the hairpin, and we've got some chaos coming up. We've got PG Motorsport in this race as well. And once again, I really need to get it slowed down. And let's see, can we get a run out of here? PG Motorsport is running wide, so does the Spaniard. And we actually managed to get a few positions there. We are going to jump to the start of lap 5. Here comes PG Motorsport again, and up ahead we've got the French driver who pushed me off at the start of the race. They haven't managed to really run away. Maybe they are not as fast on this track after all. And now the French driver is under attack from both Mario Sonic and PG Motorsport. We are coming through the hairpin, and there was a bit of contact between Mario and PG Motorsport and with me as well. We are going to jump ahead. The French driver is defending hard. PG Motorsport managed to get ahead, but the French driver is not going to have any of that. So as we move on further, you will see that they will just try to push their way through. Once again, we're coming down the hill, and the French driver is pushing PG Motorsport wide. This really has potential for ending up in a pile-up. I accidentally sent it on Mario Sonic there, and I'm going to lift off. I'm not taking positions like that. You can see they are still fighting really hard up ahead. Now we're coming down towards the banked corner, and the French driver is trying to do the same to PG Motorsport as they did to me, but PG Motorsport is still on the track, and they are not going to take this kindly. They are known to be a sometimes very rough driver, and it all ends in disaster. I mess up my line, so here comes the Scandinavian Binning Championship, completely taking out Mario Sonic at the line, and now I cannot find reverse gear in this stupid electric car. Apparently you have to hold down the square button to get the car to reverse. So that was an even more awkward end of the second race. So now for the third race, I have improved my time a bit more, but I am not nearly as fast as Chicken Angel, who is really up to speed on this one. But if we can just survive the first corners, I know this sounds like a broken record, but I really just hope if I can just survive the first corners, maybe we can run away in this one. And now the most crucial part of the first lap, we are coming down the hill. We need to slow down a lot. I can see the white Tesla coming in, but they are luckily slowing down as well. Now let's just make it around the corner. I can both see and hear the contact behind us, but we managed to stay with Chicken Angel, and I was hanging on at the start of the race. We are going to stay on board for a bit. I am getting some decent lines out of some of the corners, getting close to Chicken Angel, especially this corner. You really need to get the line right so you can power down the hill, and then you need to brake fairly early. I'm braking a bit later now. I haven't really spotted a proper brake marker yet. And Chicken Angel actually gets a tight line into the hairpin, so we had the potential of getting a good run. I got some wheel spin that took out some of the steam of that good run, but we've got some close racing now through the banked corner, and we are still hanging on. But as the race went on, Chicken Angel started to run away, clearly having some more speed this morning than myself. So we end this third race. But now we are jumping back in time and jumping into Chicken Angel's perspective for the very first race of the week. So this is Chicken Angel cam for the rest of the race. We've got another familiar driver in the race who you'll see come through there. Isios pushing their way through. To be fair, not the only driver pushing people out of the way in this race. This was really chaotic to watch, but hats off to Chicken Angel for keeping it cool throughout this race. However, getting pushed wide into the corner before the hairpin, so just trying to salvage something at the moment. But let's go and check out on our Italian friend as we start the race. They are on the inside, and the reason why I highlight this driver is because I've just met them so many times and watched them drive like this many times. It looked like it didn't really work out as well for them this time as it usually does, but yeah, just driving into you. And now we're coming down the hill and into the hairpin, and can they make their way through? I think they're just going to push into the side of the British driver, and let's just make sure the Swedish driver stays on the grass as well. We are jumping back on board with Chicken Angel. We are at the end of lap 1, catching up to the chaos, and we've got another Italian driver in the wall, so Chicken Angel is back up to P4, just trying to make the way around the first couple of corners and just keep this stupid car in check. It is a bit of a weird car to drive, to be honest, but Chicken Angel is doing a good job in this first race of the week. Now we're coming in towards the hairpin, and keep an eye on the mirror because the French driver just doesn't get the car stopped, so they are barging into the side of Chicken Angel, who's just getting pushed out wide. And to rub it further in, now Chicken Angel is also getting pushed into the wall by the driver next to them, the British driver there. So back down to P7. This is pure chaos. We've got the French driver in the gravel trap there, so gained a position back. But now we are jumping ahead a bit. We could see that the Swedish driver is taking the lead, so we are going to go and check on our Italian friend. And now we are going to watch it from the Swedish driver's perspective, and this wasn't a nice move. They are basically just going into the back of Isio, pushing them out of the way, and just carrying on. And that wasn't a nice move, but you will see that Isio doesn't like to be on the receiving end of their own shenanigans, so they are just going to punt the Swedish driver out of the way, completely forgetting to turn for the corner, so running off the track and also receiving a 5-second penalty for that. And we are back with Chicken Angel, who managed to get a position from the other British driver coming up the hill, so now they are up into P4. We are going to jump to the penalty gate, and we are going to meet our Italian friend who is serving the penalty, also trying to block the racing line, which is difficult to do while ghosted, and Chicken Angel is up into P3. Let's watch back what happened. Here comes Chicken Angel, and Isio is back onto the racing line, now a bit eager on the throttle, ends up clipping the grass on the exit, and now starts to block P4, who had a much better run. And as we are starting the following lap, they're going to miss both corners completely, and that opens the door for Reckless, the French driver we often race, and they are going through. There is a tiny bit of contact there, but still ECO is not going to take that kindly. So coming down the hill, they are just going to ram into the side of Reckless, try to push them onto the grass, but Reckless somehow survives this, and the British driver goes through as well, so they just ended up losing another position, and now they are fuming. How dare you take positions away from me? Didn't I already make it clear at the hairpin that you are not allowed to pass me? None shall pass. Off to the gravel you go, and up the hill I go as well, but the penalty system saw that and handed out another 4 seconds of penalty. But the misery isn't over. Messing up the lines, hitting the wall, still trying to block Reckless, and forgets to brake once again. So this is going to end here very predictably with a rage quit. And we are jumping back to Chicken Angel, who is up into P2 and is about to finish the race in the most Scandinavian spinning champion-like style, hitting the wall on the line, getting a penalty. And thank you very much to Chicken Angel for providing the footage for this bonus race. And thanks to all of you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.